Hello YouTubers, and welcome to the Crypto Elite channel, home to short, medium and long-term trades. If you're joining us for the first time, we do price comparisons and compare whether the market is in a bull or a bear market. So if you're joining us today, you've seen that the headline and the thumbnail of this video is saying that the crypto has crashed. So I just want to go over the first coin which we're going to be discussing, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we have had a downward price action since the 14th of August, which has been in a major downward trend. We have broken through our support lines and we are about to retest our major support line here at the bottom, which you can see. We have been trying to battle against this blue line, which is a 200-week moving average. We had several closes above the 200-week moving average, but as time progresses, we are generally getting closer and closer and closer to then retesting and using this 200-week moving average not as resistance but then as support. I just want to go back and look at the previous times where we have breached the 200-week moving average and seen how long and the length of time which we have spent underneath the 200-week moving average. So if you look here, we had a brief moment in March 2020 where we breached the 200-week moving average. As you can see, it set a double bottom and we had massive price action to the upside. So we only breached it since the 11th of March till say the 19th of March 2020. Going further back, as you can see, all this time we have ranged above the 200-week moving average. So it's very rare that we actually do drop below this moving average trend line. And as you can see, I've already drawn out some trend lines here before of a previous time where we actually breached the 200-week moving average. And last time we breached it was before that time. There was the 17th of August until, as you can see, we moved above it to the 28th of September. So over a month and a half we spent ranging underneath this 200-week moving average. But I just want to show you what happens after we trade above the 200-week moving average and what happens to the Bitcoin chart. So as we breached above it, we could see that we pretty much doubled in price in 2015, and we went from a 245 Bitcoin to a 500 pound Bitcoin. The next time we breached it after that, let's keep it going forward. Bear me one moment. We can see we set our bottom. It looks like a major bear flag. We had a big wick to the downside here, but then we made an immediate reversal up. So after the big wick to the downside, we've seen a 3,877 Bitcoin, and we went all the way up to about a 10,000 pound Bitcoin. And this was done in a matter of since March till May, in a matter of a couple of months. And it didn't stop there. We carried on ranging and moving up until we set all-time highs. So now I want to go back to the current position that we're in, and we can see that we have been ranging below the 200-week moving average for a little over a month now, since the 18th of June when I called the bottom till now is the 26th of August. It's only a matter of time before we actually start ranging above this 200-week moving average. We have had a decrease in price, but then again we have had major price action going to the upside. We've been in an upward trend for over a month and a half before we decide to make a retracement back to these bottom support lines, where I believe we're going to bounce off these support lines, retest the moving average and move out of the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement to then go on and then retest these higher highs. So I just want to compare this to Ethereum. Ethereum is actually leading the market at the minute. We are ranging above the 200-week moving average, but as you can see, we have broke our upward trend line and we have broken through our support lines. What it's looking like here is that potentially we can see a dip down to around about, I would say, 1,444 US dollars before we actually then start seeing a bounce back up. If we do breach this line, potentially we may bounce off the 200-week moving average to then retest and go back to the upside. So I just want to move on to Vechain. Vechain currently has dropped below two major support lines. One you can see, which is here, the next is here, and we have just breached this third support line there. The next one that is holding us up is just about here on a 0.022 mark. Potentially we may see a wick above this line, because this has been a level which has held us for, you know, quite some time. We've been ranging within this zone since like the 13th of June, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do see a breach below this to hit the 2p mark and then rebounce back up. We have retested this zone once, twice, 3 times. We may do this for the 4th, but in comparison to Vechain and Bitcoin, we are still far behind in terms of where we want this chart to be. As you can see on the Bitcoin chart that I showed earlier, the 200-week moving average is all the way up here. So we still have long ways to get before we actually do match Bitcoin or even Ethereum. But they are leading the market. They are the market leaders. So hopefully the altcoins move in the direction that they're moving in. So I just want to say thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see more price comparisons, please subscribe to my channel. We do have some exciting moves coming up, so if you want to join my subscription group, please see the email in my YouTube channel and get in contact with me. Sorry about that, but thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Crypto Elite channel.